Hey, Get Fox here. Today I got a review of Aaron Donald's golden ticket 99 overall defensive tackle card. He's got physical front read and react, secure tackle, and under pressure chemistries. All right, let's look through the stats here. 87 speed on a defensive tackle is ludicrous. It's pretty, actually, you can move ends to defensive tackle, so it's not crazy. We've had a 90 speed defensive tackle, quote unquote, since Jason Taylor came out months ago. Strength of 97, tackle 99, block shed 99, power move 99, finesse 98. Play rec 94, pursuit 94, along with all the other good stats underneath him. Now, the biggest ones, as you see the finesse at 98, you're like, how do you get to 98? He doesn't have man coverage chem because he comes stock with 96. I start motivators, so I have a motivator power move, motivator finesse move at my defensive end, and then I sub in my regular defensive ends for him. So Donald is going to play towards peak performance, and he is going to be right there in the middle at defensive tackle 1 in the 3 tech, just about the entire game there on the right side of the screen, defensive tackle. I don't know if that makes sense, but this Donald card can really, basically play any defensive position on your line. If you want to move him at right end, left end, I know his, Team of the Year card came out at end, so he's not necessarily a like straight up defensive tackle. He can be moved. And next year he'll probably be at N2 and 19. But for 18, defensive tackle, it's a nice spot for him to be. The problem I find with defensive tackle, yeah, you can see him make a lot of plays here. But frequently, so on a pass rush, Mean Joe will be double teamed right up because he's in the one team with the center of the guard at a 4-man pass rush. But if Donald if he breaks his guard, if he's able to pass rush past him or it looks like he's beating him, the center shifts over magically to double team Donald frequently. So Donald's pass rush, even if he does win, gets like a super win, he'll get double teamed and pushed by the center. So it's not gonna be as effective. The interior pass rush isn't as hot as I just get an absolute blitzer of a sack. That was almost like a nano. So sometimes you'll get that stuff where it just slips right off a block and the center isn't able to react to the double team on draws. Nice little block shed. So against the run, 99 block shed's about as perfect as you can get. Now there's some debate about strength and stuff, and I've often said that strength out of a 1 to 100 scale, if I was going to determine run stuffing, I would say 90 out of those 100, I want to look at block shed, 5% weight, 5% strength. So now 280 pounds at an interior defensive tackle spot, that's not the greatest, but again, like I said, I don't think it's as big of a deal because he has that 99 block shed. That's going to make up for just about everything else on the run stuffing side of it, and the 97 strength. So, all right, moving forward with the read and react, I think that I talk about that probably being the creator, probably one of the read and react chem because Donald definitely doesn't need it. 98 power move, you can get the motivator to get him up. And I definitely suggest investing in the motivator, power move, finesse move, and even maybe Von Miller for extra block shit if you don't have all golden tickets across your team. There he is finally getting home. And so Donald is one of the most expensive golden tickets, if not the most expensive. He's close, probably up there with Shaz, right? He's about $2 million, just under $2 million right now. Would I say 2 million coins is worth it for a defensive tackle, even though he's clearly the number 1 defensive tackle in the game? No. I don't think it's going to make the same amount of plays as and using that coin for like other positions, for corners, for users, for quarterbacks, for wide receivers is much more important. Like the only way I'd suggest getting Donald is if you're huge Rams fans and you need this card, or if your team is over 20 million in value already. If you have a 15 to 20 million coin team, go ahead, grab Donald, the number 1 defensive tackle. Lower than that, I'd say he's not worth it. Don't even look at getting him. Yeah, it's fun to have the greatest defensive tackle, but this isn't going to wreck shit like he would in real life. Like this, Madden is not real life. Madden is balanced, so that way you can have a little bit more time in the pocket to find open reads because the zones react so strongly. It's just how they balanced 18, maybe 19 will be balanced difference, and defensive linemen will matter a little bit more. But to sink that many coins into a position that's not going to generate that many plays per game, he might get a sack every 2 games for me, 1 or 2 games. If I'm lucky, he'll get multiple, but generally it's blitzes coming home. I guess sometimes the offensive line logic messes up and guys get through. But if you're playing a good competent opponent, he might get 1 sack every 2 games, and I don't think that's worth it for the amount of coins that he's going for. So out of 10, yeah, pure rating, you literally, well, yes, you can get better because you can get higher speed and everything, but I doubt there'll be a better defensive tackle this year. Might be one more. So he's the best. He's number 1 with a bullet. But would I get him out of 10? No, because he's so expensive. So 9 because of the price. Thanks for watching Call to Action. I'll see you tomorrow.